You know, I was really excited about creating a very specific, very simple theme that you could play with one hand on a keyboard. And James, we walked into his studio one day and he came up and he's like, I got something for you. And there was that, there it was. Dun, 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 dun. And I got chills. I showed it to Matt and Avi, the producers, and we'd all sort of wanted that, and I'd wanted it from the very beginning. One of the first meetings I had was like, I want this simple, recognizable theme for when Spider-Man's coming to town, and James cracked it in about an hour and a half.
It's a big action hero movie, but I wanted to add colors that you would never associate with a movie like that and pull out emotions that aren't associated with a movie like this. It's already, you know, it doesn't even matter what the notes are, you already cast a certain mood and a spell with just hearing that. And just putting that kind of music in a film like this says reams about the approach of the filmmaker and the approach of the composer. Because it's not a heroic thing. It just works on you in a different way. Once again. The cue we started this morning is a very important cue because obviously it's the transformation of him from being civilian to becoming Spider-Man. And what I'm listening to in the headphones is vocal tracks, electronic tracks, and pre-laid them. And then the orchestra, we hear it in our headset, and the orchestra plays on top of that, overdubs that.
It was exciting to discover or rediscover a more traditional, classic, big orchestral sound. I wanted to find something that felt like a big movie.
I've used all kinds of interesting electronic colors and weird sort of ethnic instruments, and there's a lot of soloistic piano music that I played. That's another reason why we wear headsets, to try and sort of follow my crazy piano performances.
He manages to create a sense of the environment within the score. And I think about New York as a jungle. What are the sounds that emerge from it? The score has to create a feeling that helps you understand what's going on inside the character's head.
There are these huge bombastic scenes with this big 120-piece orchestra. And then there are these intimate scenes where I score it with just a voice soprano and a piano, or just piano solo.
I wanted to protect the simplicity of the love story. I wanted it to feel delicate and a little bit fragile, despite all the massive spectacle and the marauding intensity of some of the action stuff. It was really important to create a feeling of smallness in the midst of this, to keep it feeling like there was this little kid. I think what James was able to do was really unify the film and create that last polish that felt both emotional and exciting, that I thought was really fantastic.
The action stuff will take care of itself. It's going to look great and it's going to sound great. The part that is really important are the in-between bits. What Peter's thinking, when he gets pensive, when he loses a family member, when he is developing this relationship with Gwen. It's really important to bring out the understory, the human story, for me. And that's just the way I like to write scores.